show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up?
Welcome back. This is Urban Insight Sports. I'm your host, Jose. She's Passion. And we're back here ready to talk football.
All right, but first we're going to recap last week's pick. We had the Bears money line in the Hall of Fame game. Unfortunately, it was canceled due to inclement weather conditions in the third quarter, but it was the right pick, but the game did not score, so we're going to have to say we're 0-1 right now. Agreed.
Pretty much. But we're going to jump right into it. We'll start with the big one, the big mover. The Panthers at the Patriots. Right now we're looking at a spread of 6.5 with an over-under total of 33.5. And looking like the money line numbers are Patriots minus 300, the Panthers plus 240. And we'll jump right into it.
Well, first off, I do want to say when a spread moves as this one moved, I believe it was at 3.5 a few days ago, and it's gone up to, you said, around 6 points. I don't recommend taking a favorite that has moved that much. Not taking the points, So in this case, I would suggest taking New England's money line. The sharp money is obviously on that side. The spread has moved in that direction, but I cannot advise you to take a spread that has ballooned in a preseason game like this.
Yeah. So speaking on the game, I'll just give you a few trends that we got going on. Looking at the Panthers side, in their 26 years, they're 15-11 in all week 1 games of the preseason. They're currently on a 4-1 in their last 5. The Panthers are 8-5 against the spread as a road underdog. And hey, it looks like they're in a pretty good spot there, getting those points and the line moving. But I mean, sometimes you don't want to play with fire.
Not at all, especially with your money.
Then we're looking at the Patriots. They're 17-19 in their history in week 1 in the preseason. They too are on a current 4-1 in their last 5. And they also 7-6 as a home favorite the last 13.
Mm-hmm.
The only other things that stand out about this, they're 6-2 against the spread their last 8 home games in the preseason. And between these two teams, the last 11, the Patriots are 9-1-1 against the spread. I mean, shoot, might just got their number.
Right.
And then also in the series, the last 7 between these two teams have went under the total. And then also for the Panthers, they're 9-2 to the under their last 11 road games. But looking at it, it's looking like on the Patriots side, they got 4 reasonably good quarterbacks. They're probably gonna get them all a little bit of playing time because we don't know if Jacoby Brissett or Drake May is going to start. And when you got a team with 4 quarterbacks, you know that number 3 and 4, which would be Bailey Zappi and Joe Milton, they're going to be battling for that 3rd spot.
That's correct. So, as far as this game is concerned, I do advise you to take the Patriots money line. That's all I can have for that. Looking anywhere else, I would not even consider laying those points.
And Jack Plummer, he's going to probably be the majority quarterback for the Panthers, and we're going to learn about him today because he's an ultimate wild card coming in here.
All right, so moving on to the next game on the card.
Moving on to the Lions and the Giants. It's looking like we got a total of 35 in the game with a spread of 3.5.
Correct.
And we're looking at moneyline numbers of about 180, minus 180 for the Giants and plus 160 for the Lions.
Right. And it's worth noting that there have been a few fights in the joint practices.
Quite a few.
Throwing hands. But that makes for some interesting preseason football, if you ask me.
Hey, they genuinely don't like each other.
And as an Eagles fan, I generally don't like the Giants either. But on another note, considering what's going on in this game and the Lions not likely to start their starters, if their starters play, they'll be in for a short stint.
Meaning we're probably not going to see we probably see zero of Jared Goff, which means for the Lions, we're going to be seeing a lot of Nate Sudfeld and probably even more of Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker was drafted by this team last year. He was hurt. He got to sit a little bit. So they're probably going to give him an extensive look.
Right. And in the preseason, you got to remember that you have to look at the quarterback that's going to be taking over at pretty much the fourth quarter of the game, because the game will pretty much be in their hands. With that being said, I do want to just clarify that the New York Giants have a new defensive coordinator, and this is their first time playing, with him as the defensive coordinator. And also their head coach, Dabble, he has taken over the play calling, and he's running the team's offensive meetings. That's new. That's a big thing for this team. There's two different components there with the offense and the defense, and I'm sure they're trying to get used to it. And at this point, I can't really say take the Giants in this game. They have so many new things that they have to learn. There are some competitions going on in different positions, like the running back battle for the Giants. I think they have three main names looking for a spot there. Miller, Gray, and Trace Jr. are a few of the running backs that are battling for a spot.
But with these two games, you got two experienced head coaches. So within handicapping this game, we're going to look at them and see about their trends. I mean, when you see Dan Campbell, I mean, you're not really sure if he's actually taking preseason serious, because he's 3-6 straight up, 3-5-1 against the spread. But then you look at Brian Dabble, and Brian Dabble's 3-3 straight up, 0-6 against the spread. It really doesn't seem like he's caring about your number. I mean, also the Giants as a franchise in their last 12 preseason games as a home favorite, they're 3-9. Other recent trends, last 8 preseason week 1 games for the Giants, they're 1-7 against the spread. They're also 1-4 against the spread their last 5 home games. And we're looking over here at the Lions, and I mean, they're getting 3.5 points. They kind of look nice. Right. And here's a little side notes about the over, if you're thinking and looking at that way. The Lions are 3-1 to the over on Thursdays. They're 6-1 to the over their last 7 road games, and then also the Giants are 4-0 to the over on Thursdays.
Some good facts there. As far as that goes, I do lean towards the over in this game, considering the level of competition, and pretty much I think that they'll be scoring points. The Detroit Lions, I think they're the better team getting points. I know this is a preseason game. Looking at their depth chart, it's impressive to me. If anything, I'd be taking the Detroit Lions and grabbing those points when you take them.
Well, we're not going to hold you. We're going to give it to you. Best bet right now, Detroit Lions. We're going to go with a 2-teamer, Detroit Lions plus the 3.5. And screw the points, take the Patriots money line. That should be about about 1.5 times your money back on a unit. So if you put up a unit, win 1.5.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Can you like, comment, subscribe?
It's time to raise up, show that even we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy.